Let's get to this question as to, like, you know, Peter King would have you believe, as we just played that sound, that, yeah, you hear this all the time, and that's why the cops didn't respond. But let's just look. There was a second video that was shot of Eric Garner as he laid on the ground, basically unconscious, as far as I can tell, supposedly still breathing. And the cops just have rolled him on the side, and they're just sort of looking around. Nothing's happening. The other guys are just walking around. And this woman who is videotaping it, at the beginning of the video, she says, this is going to go viral, which is heartbreaking in a sense of, like, this is the only thing the members of this community have in which to stop this type of stuff, right? The idea that maybe this will go viral on YouTube. And that's the way that we can get some accountability. Not like, I'm going to give this to the authorities because they know that's a joke. Because the authorities are the ones who are sitting on top of this guy. And then if that's not sort of disturbing enough, at the end of it, as the EMT comes and is like, hey, can you respond to me? And of course, Garner can't. I mean, he's still has a pulse, but he's basically unconscious. At one point, as this woman is still videotaping this, and she's sort of like in a state of shock. Like, she can't believe what she just witnessed. I think it's the cop. I don't know if it's actually the cop who did it. I think it is. And this is the guy, and remember, this is the guy who's now offering all of these apologies, right? What's his name again?
Daniel, I don't know how to say his last name, something like Pantaleo.
Pantaleo, right. You can see Pantaleo, see that she's videotaping, and he just sort of waves. Not just sort of waves. He waves, like joking waves, like, he got me on video camera. This is 6 minutes into Garner just being basically unconscious on the ground. And you can hear her say, look at him, he's just waving. I mean, can you imagine, like, living in that community and just seeing that sort of disdain? It's not even like an act of disdain. It's just sort of like, whatever. So you saw I dropped that on the floor. Play the end of this video. Maybe it captures it.
Why nobody do the CPR?
No, I did nothing.
Because he's breathing. He's breathing?
Yeah. After they beat him up, did whatever they did to him.
You have to go tell your wife.
They had the nerve to wave. Racist ass cops on Staten Island. This is what the fuck they do.
So that's it, and that's the that voice is the woman who is shooting the video. And this is after 6 or 7 minutes of shooting that video, she sees the cops just wave, like joking around. And you can hear somebody saying, like, why aren't you giving him CPR? One of the cops claims at that point that he's breathing. But there's this sense of, like, wow, even after doing this to him, they don't seem to be in any way, like, reacting to the fact that this guy is unconscious. And you hear her as they wheel Garner away on a stretcher. She says, "This is how they do in Staten Island, these racist cops."
The way they walked out of there in the video, I mean, the only image that I get, they're so nonchalant about it. It's almost like, I mean, I guess this is kind of inflammatory, but I kept thinking this is like a gang that went into like rival territory and just did something, and now they're just kind of strolling out.
I
mean, I don't know if that captures it, but there is something they're so relaxed about it, like day at the office kind of attitude. Even
like that's
as
what I'm
he-
saying. Like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, I just ate here and
Right.
something fell on the floor. Whatever.
What are you gonna do?
Right. It's horrible.